Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to the Simpletons SMP server. Right, lots has happened. I've been fairly busy over the weekend. I say over the weekend, yeah, you can actually see sort of one of the things we've been busy with, and I'll come back to that in a either later on or in the next episode anyway, because I've got loads to show you already. So yeah, I've been kind of busy sort of over the last week just doing bits and pieces. So we've now got some furnace generators set up from Extra Utilities 2, and I've also got some energy cells from thermal expansion, just so we can start storing a bit of power. Now the furnace generators are so easy to make. Let's find these. There we go. So it's literally just a furnace, redstone, iron, the machine block which we've made in the previous episode, which is just iron, redstone and a chest. So that is so easy to make. So the cells, I've just got the basic cells at the moment, which are the thermal expansion basic energy cells. And for those you just need block of redstone, not short on that, lead, an energy cell frame and the redstone conductance coil. And that's basically electrum and redstone. And electrum, as you may already know, is just a combination of silver and gold to make the electrum blend. So I've just used silver and gold dust and just mixed that, got electrum blend and smelted that down. That gives us that there, which is awesome. And then the energy cell frame is just a lead gear. So that'll be lead sort of arranged in the same pattern as the glass is shown here, glass and the iron. So they're actually pretty easy to make as well. And just sort of holding all of those together, I've actually got some in here actually, and an extra one of them and some extra furnace generators, because I kind of went a little bit kind of power crazy and then realised I had no room for them. But leadstone flux duct, so easy to make as well. I'm using that just as the power cabling. So let's just go flux duct very quickly. And again, this is just the basic stuff. So that's just glass, redstone and lead, and that gives you 6 of those, which is cool. But those more observant of you may have spotted this as well, which was our jetpack. So I was trying to think of a way, because the flying, or Ring of the Flying Squid, was fine with grid power, but obviously when I went to the Nether, as you remember in the previous episode, it didn't work over there. 99 Blocks very kindly pointed out to me and reminded me that we actually have Weird and Gadgets in this. So we'll just do the Weird and Gadgets thing very quickly. And this is basically a chunk loader, and that's one of the things that we are actually allowed to have at our hexes, which is cool. So that is basically blocks of gold, gold ingots, iron ender and iron ingots. And we've now got an awesome automated mob farm that Amos has put together. We did have a nice blaze farm that was, worked brilliantly, but it just means now I was able to go over there, just grab a couple of blaze rods and get my iron ender really easily. So that's now set up by the solar panels and the water mills, which is really cool. But back to the jetpack. So this was my alternative choice of flight to the Flying Squid Ring. Which, to be fair, when I'm in the Nether and dealing with ghasts, for my own sake, is probably not a bad thing. And we'll come back to the interesting time that we've had with that in a bit. But this again, it's just the basic tier 1 level jetpack. It does hold 800,000 RF, which is amazing. And I kind of remember like the old iron jetpacks, which were the basic ones that we had back in 1.7.10. And that was like 25,000 RF, and that was kind of like fly for 3 seconds and run out of power. So, having your tier 1 at 800,000 RF, I'm kind of not going to be particularly unhappy about that at all. But dead simple, we're just looking at lead. We're looking at a leather strap, which is just leather and iron ingots. You've got the flux capacitor, which is very easy again. That's just sulfur, which you can get from grinding down netherrack. You could also get it, as I discovered, from lapis as well, which is quite cool. Redstone, copper ingot and lead ingots, that gives you your flux capacitor. And then the thrusters, which are the final bit. So you have your leadstone flux duct, which we've already looked at, lead, redstone reception coil, which is just the gold and the redstone. And then you have this thing here, which is the reactant dynamo, and that's just the basic version of that as well. And that is just simply more lead, more redstone, more lead gears. You're kind of seeing a bit of a pattern here, yeah. Some iron, and then the redstone transmission coil, and that is just basically silver ingots and redstone. So that's pretty cool. I mean, what I did do is I actually made it armoured, which meant that I needed to add some armour plating. But again, so easy and so cheap really when we've got abundance of resources like we have in the pack. We're just looking at 14 ingots and then just iron ingots like that, and that basically means that you actually get some armour back. So you get +5 armour, which is kind of similar, I think, to... Let's just have a quick look at the chest. I think there's a, like, yeah, it's just slightly under an iron chest plate, but it's certainly better than not having anything at all. So I'm pretty happy with that. We've also put in this, we've put in a pulverizer. We did have the crusher in the previous episode, but we've put a pulverizer in just to kind of sort of help speed things along a bit. So that's another thermal expansion machine. So that is pistons, flint, copper gears, redstone reception coil, and then the machine frame, which is just a tin gear, iron and glass. So that was super easy. What else have I added? Obviously we made the energetic infuser and the crusher in the previous episode. So I think pretty much machine wise that is where we are, other than this little beauty here, which this is the lucky egg machine. I don't think I've actually got, no, I need more eggs. I think you need something like 26 eggs and 2 plastic in order to make a lucky egg. But this is a little bit like sort of finding dungeon loot. But you can just stick any eggs that you actually like in there. So you do 24, not 26, 24 eggs in there, 2 plastic. The plastic is a hatchery thing, and it's just made from feather fibres, which you make in this thing here, which is a shredder. And you shred that down and you get some feather meal possibly, but you do get feather fibres. And the shredder was super easy to make. Yeah, literally just looking at a diamond sword, iron and redstone. And you literally just kind of throw your feathers into that. I think, where did I set that up? Have I got that set up over here? Yeah, there. You literally just throw your, yeah, you see we've got loads of stuff. We've got some feather meal there. Throw your feathers in here and it shreds them down into feather fibres. And then you smelt your feather fibres. What have we got? Let's just put a piece of coal in here just very quickly and we'll show you that. So stick your feather fibres in there, just smelt them down. I have no idea what to do with the feather meal yet. I'll have to kind of look into that a little bit. And that just feeds out down into the chest there, and that just gives us plastic, which is cool. So yeah, that just as a discussion that I've had with one of my fellow simpletons, Desert Rat, this could be featuring in some later episodes as opposed to just some random thing that I built just because I could. But hey, if you don't build things just because you can sometimes, then what is the point of playing at all? A couple of other bits that I've been up to. So I've done nothing really with the kitchen area particularly. I've put in, so we had the Pam's Market. I've also stuck in the Farming for Blockheads one because that does give us a few extra things that aren't available in that one and vice versa. So that's cool, and I've just been busy kind of stocking those up there. And got a little bit of lag. There's a little bit of lag. Don't know whether it's memory leaks again, but this bit here I've kind of sorted the flooring out in here, and if we go down here I've been doing a little bit of agricraft, just a little bit, and I've just been growing up some nether wart down here, trying to get that up to 10 10 10 because I'm sort of trying to help Petunia with she's busy doing the farm, sort of like the food farm at the farm 2 hex. So I've been trying to get some seeds up to 10 10 10 to help her out a bit. This is the bedroom area. All I've really done is just added a little bit of this plating or sloppy painting around the corner and just some carpet, just because I kind of like the colour of that. We've done this. So it's a little bit, it's still a little bit blocky. I still want to add a whole load of detail to this, which is chisel and bits, but I am a complete noob to chisel and bits. I used to use it back in the day when we used to be able to have micro blocks. If anybody even remembers microblocks. They were horrendously lag inducing, but I used to love microblocks. Obviously Chisel-A-Bits is just way better than that, but I've not really used it. And then in here we've got kind of an area for enchanting. I've not set up any bookshelves yet, and a brewing area, which is part of the reason that I've been gathering up the netherwort and stuff like that, is just to have a brewing area that might possibly form part of a project later on. I haven't decided yet. And then this here for the enchanting, I did in some vanilla episodes, I have made like I say, it's not an auto enchanting table, it's not at all, but a setup where you can actually choose the number of shelves that you want to have available. I may or may not build that into it. It's redstone, and it probably has been about 2, maybe 3 years since I built one. So I may have to go back and try and remember how the heck I did it, because I will be honest with you and say right now I really don't remember. So we'll pop out here very quickly. Oh, what a little star. So yeah, Desert Rat, he's been busy with the old chickens, and he borrowed a couple of my nether quartz chickens. And yeah, when you say returning with interest, there are some other chickens in here as well. So we've got some golden yellow chickens, a load of fruit tree saplings, which is amazing, and then some breeding stock for something which I'm not going to tell you about just yet. But over here, this is where I've been setting up my my chicken area. So this is where I've had some chickens. So it's already got my my normal chickens and my nether quartz chickens. But yeah, the awesome Desert Rat, these are some of the chickens he's brought me over with roost, and the roost pens are actually pretty easy to make. So you've got these here, so it's just literally hay bales and planks, and then you have the roost collector, which is the thing in the middle that kind of collects everything, and you just get it's like a chicken. You have to kind of capture a chicken, but chest, planks, hopper, and that collects all of the things that come out of the, I think it's a 9x9 area. I'm not going to go too into it, but and when you're trying to get your chicken from roost, to get these, you need one of these, which is a chicken catcher. So that's just a feather, a stick, and any egg. And with that, you just kind of right click on a chicken, and that turns a chicken into sort of one of these chickens. And they just sort of sit here. They're not animated. So if you look at these ones, animated, yeah, lag, big style. These don't move, they just do their thing, and we get all of this lovely stuff out of it. There we go, eggs, we're needing those. So yeah, so it's been pretty busy. And then this one here, I'm going to whack those into there for the moment. But this is where I'm just collecting eggs, generally using hatchery. I might set up another 3 around here, just so we've got 3 chickens kind of feeding into here, just so we can get the eggs for the lucky egg machine. But yeah, I've just set up a few of these. I'll probably have no more than, I said we're allowed a maximum of 16 chickens with these. And it's something I didn't actually realise until I was watching one of Desert Rat's videos earlier on this week, that you can actually stack these little beauties and they produce even more. So if I grab these, the others are just in the base at the moment, but you can have up to 16 stacked in here. And I didn't know that. Look, you just like click them and they go in, and if I click on the roost thing, there you go, 16. So you see how much quicker that works now, churning out all the lovely gold and things like that. So yeah, I'll need to go and get those, and actually probably make some more of these. So I might just have to breed up some chickens and do that. So yeah, I've removed all of the chickeny bits from down this way. I'll probably just use that for a little bit of breeding. I can build a chicken breeder to go in the roost stuff there as well. I've been dyeing sheep, and that was for the carpet. And then I've just been doing down here just a little bit of agricraft. Let's go and have a quick analyse of this and see how we're doing with these seeds. But yeah, I was collecting these to make the roosts. What have we got? So 656. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think one of these is a 656 already. I have got the little sort of magnifying glass analyzer thing but quite frankly I haven't been using it. So 656, 575, 655, that's probably my weakest seed. So yeah, it's been taking a little bit of time. It's taking a little bit of time to try and get these up to a level. But yeah, this is what I've been working on thus far with seeds and just trying to breed those up. So oh, you're fully grown. We can put you something down now, and as a you. But we're getting there. We are getting there. So I've got no 10, 10, 10 seeds, sadly, as it stands at the moment. My 10, 10, 10 chest is empty, but I have these little pairs of seeds on 111 ready and on standby, so I'll get those over to Petunia, but I think others will help as well. I've planted some of my extra trees that Desert Rat gave me, so we've now got bananas, we've got cashews, we've got figs. That is grapefruit. Once that grows, that might have to be moved actually, because I think that's a little close. And we've got, let's just spread these out a little bit more. What are these? Lemons, and life gives you lemons. Coconuts. We've got spiderweb. We've got durian. So let's put down, you can go there, and you can go there. So that is apricot and grapefruit. Now we do have, and I don't know where I've planted that. Oh, is that is that this one here? There is a paperbark tree as well, which I think is, yeah, this one here. So with that one, it actually gives you, I think when you, I don't really have to chop the tree down or what you do with it. But yeah, that actually gives you paper. So I'll have to find out how to just go there with that one. Just clear some of this grass from around it. Like so. So yeah, so what I need to do is I need to get into the nether still to get a ghast captured in my cursed lasso. I did have a little go, sort of, I think it was on Friday. I was lucky enough to have a nice day off work. But on Friday I had a little bit of a go at trying to capture one. It didn't go brilliantly, if I'm honest. That's fine. I've got a little trash can that these can go into, all the seeds that I don't want. Perfect. You also, if you throw your pick in there, it disappears as well. Just saying, okay. But yeah, it didn't go well over there. We had a couple of them spawn. One of them, I know you have to kind of weaken them a little bit, so I'd use the old bow and arrow on there and sort of hit him the once, and then it sort of flew over, tried to catch him, it didn't work, so I thought, okay, do I need to kind of hit him again? And I hit him for a second time and killed him. And the second one just really didn't go to plan at all, and it ended up in a death. Mostly down to those evil black widow spiders. I don't like them. They're mean. Super mean. But yeah, so it's been a bit of a catch-up episode really, just to show you the stuff that I've been doing. So obviously the next one will be doing a bit more of the do, and just sort of getting involved in a couple of things. I've still got to have a think about a Halloween project. I'm kind of tempted. I'd like to do a pumpkin, you know, in the Halloween hex. I'd like to do something in the Halloween hex. However, I'm not good, as I said, with chisel and bits. So I don't know, I'll have to kind of think about that. I think there are some pumpkins that you can take away and chisel. That is something that I will most definitely do off camera, because it will probably end in disaster. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'd like to try and do something. I was sort of thinking about the Frankenstein's lab. Hence the reason I kind of wanted to have a few potion-y bits done. But then I'm kind of sort of thinking, well, how would I put that together? And I'm trying to think of ways that you could try and trap a zombie. Because yeah, I don't know if I've actually got any heads. I don't think I have. And I don't know if there are actually heads dropped in this. Do you get heads? No. I don't think you get head at all, do you? Oh, you do. Okay, so we may get a chance of the drop of a head. But yeah, it's kind of like, you know, when you're thinking about Frankenstein and putting monsters together and stuff like that. Yeah, whether that will actually be a thing, and trying to trap a zombie, and you know, it'd be great if we had Tesla coils in this as well, or even some of the sort of the wiring stuff from, I can't even remember what mod it is now, that's so bad, but we had it in Simple Life where you could have all of like the sort of copper wiring and stuff like that going through all the points and the pylons and things like that to kind of give that kind of lab feel to it. But yeah, no doubt it's probably something that if you're really smart you could build something together and put together a zombie on a bed with chisel and bits. I'm not that person. I am absolutely not that person. So I'm really, really happy to try and help with any bits and pieces. The lucky eggs, I think, have a chance of dropping name tags, I think. Yeah, so the lucky, they kind of work, I said, like dungeon loot, so they do have an opportunity to drop name tags. So it might be that if I can get a whole load of lucky eggs done, that I might be able to get name tags and sort of go out and capture some witches and things like that. And I've just seen this. What on earth is that? Oh, catwalks. Oh, that's kind of cool and industrial. Oh, sorry, going on a total tangent. So yeah, that might be an option for us. Is to sort of do that and help sort of capture some of the witches and things like that. But we shall see. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the like a little tickle. If you didn't like it, that's great, but please tell me why. Want to always make sure we get everything improved as much as we can for you. And if you are interested in seeing more, put a click on the little bell and that will let you know every time I upload. But for now, as I said, thank you all very much for watching and we shall see you in the next one. Take care.